Republic, and we are going to go to Amber Cove. And today we are parked right next to a Norwegian epic ship, so I just wanted you to see what that looks like when you're parked right next to another huge cruise ship. This is what it looks like. Alright, so we are here in the Dominican Republic, and this is what it looks like at the port in between two ships. So you're going to hear some loud noises, obviously, but we are going to get into some classic cars and try some rum and cigars. This place is known for cigars. I believe it's maybe the second in the world in cigar production, under, I think, Nicaragua. But yeah, should be some good times, so enjoy. Hey, we are at first little coconut-shaped hut here, having a drink and just taking a look at some of the foliage, and it looks really cool. I couldn't tell you what these plants are, but check out some of these flowers. And then down here, look at this spiky plant. That's pretty cool. Like a little spiky one. Yeah, it looks really cool. Some more flowers right over here. Kind of interesting. These very tall plants. We saw these growing all around. The fields, actually, very similar to what they're growing in the fields. And then take a look at this. This is a really cool tree. Very cool leaf. It's huge. See the barrels of rum back there. That's where the barrels of rum are.
Oh, baby.
They're just really cool. Kind of interesting bark too. It's like got the inner part. Like, I don't know if that's how it naturally grows, with a kind of a split in it that has, yeah,
that's wild.
It looks almost like it's charred, too.
Probably was. Probably a car fire.
There might have been. A great rum factory fire of whatever year that was.
Let's see the rain get through these leaves. Good place to stand when it's raining.
Oh, yeah. Really thick.
It's massive.
Wow. And it grows some sort of a fruit.
I know.
Huh. Look at these.
Like these little things?
Yeah. Oh, wait, we gotta go back.
Also, if you look through that opening where we were first looking,
yeah,
there's a really cool like plant that grows out that has this like red flowery head that like looks like it's just staring at you.
That's cool.
Like red flowery, like, isn't that weird?
Yeah, that is interesting.
Just those leaves are enormous.
They are really cool. I dig it.
As well as all the animals in there.
Wow,
that is pretty. You got a close up of that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I put it right up there. Yeah, it's awesome. All right, we are at the Macarix House of Rum. We just had a pina colada, which is awesome, and now the classic cars have arrived, and this is what it looks like. There's a Ford Thunderbird here. one's got a little roll-up kind of thing, so you can actually kind of make it through these mountains. It's been kind of a rainy day, but we are going to be in this one right here. Big old yellow Chrysler Imperials 1948. This thing looks awesome, but could be a little bit of a wet ride. This does not have a top. It looks really cool. Looks like we got some new speakers though. They didn't make those in 1948. This is the one that we're going to be in, yeah.
So what they doing?
So it's like a classic car, cigar, rum tour. So like they just have cigars and rum, and then we drive around these like cars or whatever. We get driven in these cars. we're not actually driving them. But
Yeah, I don't know how they get these tops.
the tops? Oh, yeah.
That's different.
Yeah. These cars are just cool. This kind of gives us sort of like a Cuban Havana kind of look, you know, to the whole scene. Oh, look at these new ones coming in. This car makes kind of a little chirpy noise. And now look at this thing. Wow, I like that a lot. What is that? Really cool. Wow. This one here is awesome. That radio looks really cool actually too. All these little gauges and stuff underneath. That looks so cool. Wow.
Try to get that one. I think I did. Yeah,
The interior of this one looks so cool.
Yeah. Chevy.
Just this back end for storage looks awesome.
Oh, look at that.
So baller. Yeah, the Roadster looks awesome. I love these like little side things right here.
so cool.
Yeah. Nice. Even the door locks are like kind of cool.
So cool. All right, hey, you want to put in front of one of them?
Yeah, let's do it.
Mine's bright. How does it taste? Sorry.
It tastes purple. Like I couldn't even tell you what juice that is. It's light on the juice.
I got an ice cube on
It's
the
like,
first
it's like
try.
light on the juice. It's like, I have zero idea.
I can't drink. I have so many ice cubes. It's probably something you get sick from, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Grape?
No,
Like, it's not sweet. It's like, it's kind of...
it's like bitter grape.
Yeah.
There's like a bitter aftertaste that like coats your mouth and like you can't swallow that well.
It's a type of poison.
Melted wax but chill. Grape.
Yeah, it tastes like ice.
Grape candle.
Yeah,
Melted.
like purple ice. It's so light on the juice, I can't even tell what flavor.
Definitely tastes like purple ice from like local water that's not healthy. Like we're for sure getting sick.
At least we can trace it back to where it happened here. Yeah, but it's good. Really good.
Yeah.
You got kind of a
Crust is awesome.
spiced beef. Presidente beer.
Dude, you're supposed to drink through it. It's a filter.
All these customs, I don't know.
It's gone?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Tasty empanada too.
Salud.
Yeah.
That's good. It's very drinkable.
Very good. Salud.
Awesome.
I gotta get a low shot. Oh. That was cool. That was cool.
Good thing they didn't just eat.
Oh man. That place is popular. Try to get him to do it.
I was trying to get him to. So, I thought we were on the Cigars and Cars tour.
Yeah.
And we've been in a car for 5 minutes. And we haven't done anything with cigars.
I know.
But we've done all these other awesome things. Now we're going to the Amber Museum.
The
What?
Amber Museum.
It's like the picture of Jurassic Park.
This is the Amber Museum where they got the idea for the Jurassic Park and shot some of the movie down here. Here is a lizard that is encased in amber. 50 million years old.
1 ounce is $15,000.
Nice.
Of the blue?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And you don't know it's blue until you put the ultraviolet on.
That's
Ultraviolet and also under the sunlight.
Okay.
It changes color. Because of the price, it's so high. 90% of our blue amber goes to China. They are our biggest buyers. I know it's not a surprise.
If I own this, I would totally sell it for $60,000.
Jewelry and also a small. They sell it in
Right, there we go. Yeah, right.
all the places that have
Deal.
lots of money.
Turn the camera off.
Here we are at a mango tree. This thing is taller than you might think. These are all the baby mangoes on the tree. That's what that looks like. And as you can see, this thing is much taller than it looks. It goes down, you know, a couple of stories, I guess. This is what it looks like.
Museum, because the new owners of this museum, it's a Dominican family who owns the oldest and the most traditional cigar factory in this country. That factory is called La Aurora, and we have 120 years in the market. We very proudly export to more than 98 countries in the world, so it's very important for us to show you how we do it. You probably know that family because they were the founders of the Dominican National Brewery. The Presidente beer, have you tried?
Yeah.
The Presidente beer, yeah? That family owns that. They have the cigar factory, they have a bunch of museums, they have banks, they have insurance, they have everything. Basically.
They're the Rockefellers of this country.
Yes, yeah, pretty much like that. Leon Jimenez, when you heard about Leon Jimenez, you say, yeah, like how you say, filthy money?
Yeah, filthy rich.
Yeah, filthy rich, yeah, that kind of family. So, but they are really nice. I work for them, and let me tell you, in the pandemic, when everybody was, closing and fire everyone in the hotels and everywhere, we were at home getting the checks every single month.
That's cool.
Nice.
Fully. Yeah, they are really nice. So, back with the tour. Right. So we start.
How old is the tobacco that's been?
So this tobacco that we have, the hangings the ones that are all piled up, and the ones in the bales for 2.5 years.
Oh,
Because
wow.
this is only for display.
Oh, okay.
But the ones the green ones, we change them every single week. Because they don't survive under these conditions. But here you will have an idea of how they do it. So we start growing tobacco on trays in the first 6 weeks. The first tray is the messiest one because we mix the soil with the seed and everything goes like this. And we need to take them one by one and we place them into the next tray.
Oh, wow.
So they have their own space, and every week we get the bigger ones, the strongest ones, to get it into the next tray until we reach 6 weeks. Okay. And you will have around 15 centimeters of a plant. Then we take them to the field and we go 1 month later, you're gonna have a plant like that. It grows super fast.
So how long does it take to get them that big?
From 15 centimeters to that size, around 1 month. In 2 months, you're gonna have like 2 meters, 2.5 meters, and in the 3rd month, you start picking those leaves. So we hang them like this to dry for 7 weeks, and these are the tobacco seeds. Look how tiny they are.
Oh, wow.
That's the seeds?
Yeah.
That you plant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Let me get the flashlight so you can see it better.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep, looks like lice.
Or some kind of mite.
Yeah, it is lice.
Yes.
Wow.
Look how tiny.
And 1 ounce of a good, well-behaved tobacco seed, it's around $4,000 to $5,000 US. 1 ounce, and 1 ounce is like a teaspoon.
Yeah.
So, but because they are so tiny, with 1 ounce, you can easily plant like 800 square meters.
So how old are they when you start picking them?
4 months and a half to get a full mature tobacco plant. And we take them, the leaves, one by one, and it's only 1 leaf per day, per section. For example, if today they are getting seco, they are only get 1 leaf of seco in every plant in the field.
Ooh, that's a lot
And
of
in
work.
the next day, they get the other one. And when they have the 4 leaves in seco, they move to viso. When they get the 4 in this section, they go to ligero. Because we need to give time to this one to get, bigger and to get mature. And these are the most important leaves because these have the most nicotine in it.
Oh, wow.
Top ones.
Ligero in Spanish means light, but this is not the case, okay? If you ever heard about a ligero cigar, please be careful. You're about to take a ride. Yeah. And if it's a double ligero cigar, have a nice dream.
What kind of cigar?
Double ligero.
Double ligero.
Double ligero with rum, with alcohol. Oh my God.
Is that part of this tour?
See, yes, the seeds comes from the flowers, but if you are growing tobacco to produce cigars, we don't let them develop flowers. When they usually have a month and a half old, we top the plant. If you are growing tobacco to produce seeds, of course you leave this part from viso so they can develop all the flowers and all the energy stays here on top, and we remove all these leaves around this area.
That's all hand done.
Yes.
So what do they pay
get-
those guys?
Huh?
What do they pay those guys to do that?
Oh, usually they get really good payments. The tobacco growers that we have in this country, it goes from generations to generations,
Okay.
and you need to pay them really good, so you have a guarantee that you will have a
Good
good
crop.
product. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So once we gather around
You won't
40
see
to
no
50
American doing
leaves,
that shit.
we hang them like this to dry for 7 weeks. And as you can see, we have different colors, and this represents the different parts of a tobacco plant. The only leaves that we don't use for the cigar are volado leaves, the lowest ones, because they are the closest to the ground, usually to damage and contaminated with soil, but we use them for the field, so they act as a compost, a fertilizer. The only thing that we put in tobacco is water. We are not allowed to use any kind of pesticide in these plants. They get really
go.
huge
Feel a little
worms,
better.
and we need to hand pick them from the plants. No pesticides are allowed. And
Yeah.
also tobacco has
Connecticut.
It's the different.
Places.
called la
colors.
cioderma. La cioderma cerricorne. And it's this one here. And the only thing that we can do with these bastards is getting a pheromone here, so they get attracted to it, and here you have a sticky layer. So they get stuck and they die. Yeah. Sometimes when the month is finished, we start like squeezing the thing. I know it's nasty, but it has to be done like this. So when they dry the leaves in the barns, we collect them, we go to a warehouse so we can ferment them for 6 months. So we make these piles. The fermentation process takes around 6 months, but it's in this part when we get rid of the ammonia that is naturally in these leaves, and this is when we also start reducing the nicotine levels. But being like this, it produces heat. So much heat that it can burn everything down by itself. So this is when we need to keep moving tobacco around from one side to the other side, so we can give them some air, and in each layer we make sure to pour water to keep the moisture control. Small factories they end the process here, and they make the cigars. In our case in La Aurora, we take those leaves to the factory. We use a big press so we can make bales, and we store those bales for 4 years minimum. And after 4 years, if it's for a more premium cigar, we place them into rum barrels, empty rum barrels, 2 month minimum, up to 7 years. And then it gets that woodiness, that smokiness that goes really well with tobacco. And after that, it's when you can finally make a cigar.
Wow.
At the end of the day, from seed to the smoke, it takes us around 5 to 6 years, the whole process, just to make a regular cigar. For a premium cigar, it could go up to 15 years, and for a super premium cigar, up to 20 years. It's just like making good rum, good whiskey, good wine. It takes time for the aging process. It takes a lot of resources and a lot of skillful people, of course. That's why you have seen a lot of tobacco and cigars, especially here in Puerto Plata. It's one of the best places to grow tobacco in this whole country.
Sir, my name is Willie. People call me Santa Claus.
Hey, thanks, man.
Just I would like to show you a little minute for my little flea market.
Yeah.
Sir, can you give me a second to have a look, please?
Sure.
Take a look. Hey, I want to give you a small shot of Mama Juana. Oh, yeah. It's a small shot of Mama Juana. What's your name?
Jeremy.
My name is Willie. For good boy, for the bad boy, I'm Tony.
Yeah, right. We'll go with Tony then.
One for you.
Ah, that's
For
it.
you.
Thank you.
We just got to get our stuff out of the back of that truck too. Yeah, just
I want
let
to have
you.
a drink too with you. Look, salud.
Ah, thanks, my friend.
Sir,
That's good.
Chunks, yeah, that's
it's the
That was
best
really
Dominican
good.
drink.
Yeah, yeah.
Mama
was
So
Juana.
it's extra,
like
extra
yesterday.
cinnamon. Yeah.
And this one have the original. It's the original one. It is for whole you like. It's like us. The more old it is, more good it is.
Ah, nice.
Wow.
And
That
we
one
have a
looks really
cigar,
good.
we have a necklace, we have bracelet, we take the eyes.
Goodness.
So for free.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Look. That's why people love me, because you know what? Somebody, when they say that they may think you don't want to buy, they don't do that one, but I'm hard to, because I don't know who want to help me.
Oh.
I have to be nice with everybody, brother. Yeah.
Gracias.